pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. All the memories just lingers on repeat like it is never gonna stop. I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good, oh, you got me good.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
we know what this is, right? It's the Sparkle song, which means we're really close to kicking off. Today we're going to be talking about what should I charge your clients as a coach. We're going to have a lot of good tips for you today. We're going to give you options and strategies. So hang on in as we kick off. Invite your friends, share it on out, and any coaches you know, invite them in.
It's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hey, welcome everybody to Mentoring with Sally. Today we're talking about how to price yourself as a coach to attract the right types of clients. So if you've been struggling with your coaching services and you're not sure if you're overcharging or undercharging when it comes to whether you should do one-on-ones or packages, and there is a really fine line between that. So charging too much can mean no sales, and then charging too little means that you're overworked, overwhelmed, and underpaid, right? So that's why today I'm going to help you to figure out which is the perfect pricing package for you and how you will actually work that out based on where you also are in your business. But before we get stuck into today's content, hi to everybody out there. Make sure you let me know where you're joining us from. We got Kimberly. She loves the Sparkle song. Lolita's out there. Hey, Lolita. Hey, Melissa. I love you, Melissa. Hey, all right. And we got Robin and Marianne. Excellent. So if you're out there, don't be shy. Like, use your little tippy tap fingers and let us know if you're brand new to the Sparkle world, or if you are a Sparkle lifer. You know what to do. I'm not even going to tell you what you need to put in the comments. If you're a lifer, you'll figure it out. Reba's also joining us in the house. So we run this live nearly every single week. So mark in your calendar, this time we start a 15-minute pre-dance party to wait for everyone to come on in. And if you don't want to miss any of our live events and see every single time we run live events, then you want to head to this guy here, sparkleclassacademy.com/calendar, and there is a little subscribe button, and that will allow you to see all of our live events and all of our future live events, because some days we just do one, and then every quarter or so we might do a 5-day training. And also, if you want to get an actual ding in your inbox so that you don't miss this Mentoring with Sally session, then this is where you want to go. You get to meet Dr. Sparkle. She's pretty cool. So go freedomfunnelacademy.com/MWS, which stands for Mentoring with Sally, or just snap that little thing up there. But Dr. Sparkle's pretty cool. She's our quirky bot, and she makes sure that you don't miss out on any of our live events. Oh, look, we've got Trisha, who's on Facebook. Excellent. Kimberly's from South Dakota. And, well, now is the best time to raise them. Yes, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Yay, look at all of these people from all over the world. The UK must be getting a little later there for you. Illinois, excellent. Oh, yes, now's the perfect time to raise them. I'm talking about pricing today. Well, duh, Sally. Seriously, Sally, get your act together. Yes, Reba says she knows she is not charging enough. Well, yes, Kimberly gets the ding, gets the bot. Cool, Dr. Sparkle. She's pretty cool. See how I got her dancing and all? Yeah. Like, I had this whole other program that was, slowing down the live broadcast, but I did a little bit of creative avoidance and made sure that she can dance all over the place. So who likes the dancing Dr. Sparkle? Check out all of the fun ones that I made. Look at this one. We got the kissing Dr. Sparkle. Look, woo, there she goes. We got the grooving Dr. Sparkle. She like grooving on down. Yeah, baby. And if she wants to give you a little bit of heart, there she is. There's our heart and Dr. Sparkle right there. So we have had a lot of fun, or I have had a lot of fun. Oops, hang on, we want to bring back the dance and sparkle one. Yes. So, Mary Ann, I'm not sure if you're in the VIP room, but you're welcome to watch out there on the live, but you know you're a VIP as well. All right, so let's chat about today. So if you're struggling to price your coaching services, you're not sure if you're overcharging, maybe you're undercharging, you're not sure how to package pieces together, well, there's a really fine line between how you charge, which means if you just charge too much, then nobody's going to buy, you'll get no sales, but then charging too little means you're not actually making enough to cover your expenses, and you're overworked, you're overwhelmed. Well, that's why today we're going to figure out with you how you can price yourself perfectly for your coaching program. But before we get stuck into the strategy behind the actual pricing and how you can change your strategy, then let me talk to you about pricing options. So you see, you can charge in about 4 different ways when you're choosing what pricing options you want to do. So option number 1 is you can trade your time for money. Yeah, you can charge an hourly rate where your client pays you per hour. Now, this is nice because you get paid for the time that you put in. However, this isn't a method that I recommend because you're still trading time for money and you're not so scalable. Now, the reason I don't recommend hourly pricing is because I believe that as a coach, our value actually lies in the quality time we spend with them and the outcome, the transformation. So even though people tend to think hourly, now that's kind of like the old, JOB, get paid per hour, the real value lies in the work. So as a coach, you want to provide great results, and it can't happen in a 1-hour session, right? So it is infinitely more valuable that not to charge per hour. But that being said, the sort of industry standards kind of medium price range per hour for, say, a life coach is around about $250 an hour. And then you move up to sort of business coaching and executive coaching, CEO levels. You're looking at $5,000 and up. I mean, you can price, and we're going to go through the strategies soon, but you can price in regards to, where you feel comfortable as well as where your clients are willing to pay. Now, the second option is a retainer. So you get paid a set amount every month. So this is like a continuity program. So you're guaranteed to get paid most months, providing you can retain those clients month over month. And the client will pay that set amount every single month. Now, of course, you need to agree beforehand what that entitles them to each month. That way you don't stretch yourself too thin. So is there a program involved? Is there a certain set amount of calls that they can have? Is it unlimited calls? Can you use Voxer? What type of specific support are you going to give them? Now, again, I don't recommend this type of pricing. I'm not a huge fan of it. And you do have to really set great boundaries so that you have boundaries between your coaching business and your life, no matter how much you love it. And I know I love my coaching business, and I need to take my own advice sometimes on boundaries. Am I right? Yeah. Who feels like they just love it so much they could eat, sleep, and do it all the time, right? Because we love transforming people's lives. But you probably need to set those boundaries with your client, no matter how much you love them, because you also need to preserve your own sanity and your family's sanity as well. So if an hourly or a retainer pricing is for you, then, off you go. That's the type of pricing that you will choose. Now, the next option that I recommend is the packaging option. Now, this third option, not final offer, we've got 2 more to go. This offer is where you package up a program into like a 3, 6 or 9 or 12 month program. And you have a set amount of calls during that time. And you probably guessed it, I'm a fan of the packaging or productization. And we'll talk more about that one in a moment, but it allows you to position yourself as a coach, and your pricing is based on the result, right? Not on the hours. And you're no longer selling your time for money, you're selling the result. Now, this completely shifts the conversation where your worth, right? It's what is the outcome worth? Now, don't say charge what you're worth, because you're priceless. It is what is your program worth, right? So instead, it becomes a much, much more powerful way to sell your program. And your client gets the results and you help them get there. And it's a give and take relationship. Well, all coaching is really a give and take relationship. You can help them all you want, but if they don't do the doing, then they don't get the results. So this also allows for a much more powerful conversation when it comes to your sales calls, because it's win-win for both you and your client. Now, here's an approach that you can think about is approach number, that's meant to have a number 4 on it. Let's go change that. Look at that. Let me just go like that, go like that. This is where my team edit out this. Because they're very good. And we'll try that again. And approach number 4 is value-based. Now, this is another really popular, a little bit like the packaging and productized one, but, it might just be value-based on your service, even if you don't have a productized service. This was actually really popular by a guy named Alan Weiss. Now, this concept is rather than suggesting a price, you have a really, really detailed conversation and understand and agree upon the final result, right? And for instance, if you were to have, say somebody has a particular type of problem, what impact would that have on them if they were unable to solve that without you? Or how much longer, so is it time or money that they're losing by not solving this problem? So this is the question. This is the really valuable question when you're creating a value-based pricing option. You need to think about and have very clear goals around what is the time and the money, or maybe one of either or both, that they save if they don't hire you. Now, this really makes sense if you're somebody who coaches like CEO levels of executives of Fortune 500 companies, because, you know, they pay big dollars to get profit, right? Because they're willing to spend big dollars. Now, let's say, you know, you've got a $100 million program, but the company makes, you know, $1 billion a year, and they could increase that price by another billion by spending $100 million on you. Now, that doesn't seems like such a big ask, right? So now, look, I went to the extreme there, but always think about, what is your client saving time versus money? Now, our program costs less than a part-time employee for the year, way less than a part-time, actually probably a quarter-time employee for the year, but they get an entire team, right? So their outcome, their value that they get well exceeds the price that they pay. Now, the last one, not so popular, but is pay for results. Now, this was pioneered by a guy named Marshall Goldsmith. Now, this pay for results model isn't for everybody because it's high stakes, right? If your client doesn't improve, you get nothing, right? But if you succeed, your payday is usually very big. So, you know, with Marshall, his was up of like $250,000 plus for a 1 year long program working with him, right? But this model is risky. One, if you don't have a really solid process in place and you know you're going to get outcome. And two, you have to be extremely picky with the types of clients that you bring on as well. They have to be action takers, goal-driven, you know, serious about making change. So if you do have a coaching program and a process, or I like to call it your signature method, that you know works really, really well, and you have a way of measuring your client's outcome, and you're willing and able to take a chance on that client, then this one, the pay for results option, could be the perfect model for you. But see, these people that choose the pay for results model, really, they're the types of people that can have a really long-lasting impact in their clients' lives and also on their bank account, especially if they get the method right and the pricing right. So familiarize yourself with each of these options and let me know which one kind of sings out to you the most. Hourly, retainer, package, productization, value-based, or pay for results. All right, so yes, 3 and 4, says Sarah. Love that. Let us know in the chat. I know there's a bit of a delay out on the live stream. Yeah, package and value-based results. Yeah, so think about which one do we choose here inside the Sparkle world. We have a particular option, and the Sparkle recommended option, even though my graphics are all around the wrong way, is that it is, where's my little thing? Here, is the package and productization offer. Okay, so it is value based, but it's taking your service and actually productizing your service. So you don't have to keep repeating the things that you find yourself saying over and over and over again. You create a really streamlined methodology or signature method in which you take your clients through. And then the coaching component is just to reinforce and coach and help people through where they get stuck. Now, there is an entire episode on productization. So just head on over to YouTube, have a look. There is an episode that's all about productization and how to actually build one and what is the difference between a product and a service and how do we bring them together to productize that service. Now, bear with me one moment. I have to turn my husband's brought my heater very close. And I'm cooking. It's freezing outside, but I am so hot right now. Whew. And my husband would go, yeah, you hot. Do I still have a rash? He gave me this biggest kiss this morning when I came out, and I have this big rash. No, it's starting to go away now. He's like planted one on me. And I'm like, honey, I'm about to go live. And I've sent him a message. I'm like, I love you. But now I have a pash rash. All right, Kimberly says, pay for results. Oh, wow. Okay. Pay for results. So they don't pay anything up front. Well, you must have a very good method that's actually going to give them the results that you can measure. It has to be measurable. Eva says options 2 or 3. You can see the benefit of 3. 3 is scalable, right? Option number 1 and 2, it's not as scalable. Option number 3 with a bit of 4 is scalable. Scalable. You want to hire a team? Stop charging and getting paid per hour. You remember this from your challenge, whatsoever prepared. The slide deck seems to be a bit of a challenge on how to count bullet points. I'm not sure if that's a question, but if that's one of the sparklers in our world, just ask me later. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now that we've discussed the 5 different options, let me talk about the strategy. Now, this strategy is based upon where you are in your business and what it is that you are wanting to do. So let's dig into the strategy around your pricing. So there are 3 different strategies to consider, and the first strategy is called, oh, where are you? Hang on, I got to find it. There it is. Okay. Ma, make sure you edit this bit out, okay? I hope she sees her name, Mar. Okay, edit this bit out. So the pricing strategy, there are 3 different types of pricing strategies. Now, first one is the penetration pricing. Now, this helps you get clients fast, okay, as soon as possible. This first pricing strategy, it will help you to penetrate the market, right? It's also called this because you want to penetrate the market and you want to do it fast and you want to offer a low fee until you're comfortable doing what it is that you do. So you are at the point where you know that your program, your idea is giving results. Now, I don't say underprice, okay? I would recommend that if you're at penetration pricing point, so you're just starting out and you really want to kind of get into the market, usually it's around sort of $1,500 for a 3-month package. Now, you're going to also end up with sometimes clients that don't take as much action, but it is at a price point that a lot of clients will. Now, when we used to charge $2,000 and $3,000, very small amount of clients would fall off because it's not a big enough stake in the ground for them to go, yes, I'm going to do this. So how does this price point feel to you? Let me know in the comments or send me a DM How does it feel to you? Is it too low or is it too high? So let me know in the chat, or if you're listening to this on replay, send me a DM. Tell me if around $1,500 for a 3-month package sounds too high or too low. Now, either way, if this pricing feels too high, then you can absolutely charge this price. Take it from me, it is not too high. However, if it feels too low, remember, you can choose. It's your business. So you can always change your pricing. But penetration pricing is simply about getting a first few new clients as quickly as possible so that you can get some revenue in the door, right? And you can start building your brand recognition and you can start gathering testimonials, get that social proof together. And then you're probably then ready to move into the next stage of pricing, which is the essential pricing model. Now, this is a word, like you Google penetration pricing. The next two are Sally, Sparkle type of modeling, right? Now, this essential pricing stage, this is the stage in which you have enough money to quit your job. Right? Once you've got your first few clients in the door, you need to start using this strategy, which is the essential pricing strategy. So I created this term so that you can think to yourself, am I ready to quit my full-time job? In other words, what I want you to do is think about your pricing in, say, the next 3 months. How many clients do I need to make X amount of income in 3 months? And I would say 10 clients in a 3-month period should be enough to cover your full-time income from your job so that you can quit. So work that out. If that's $1,500 for a 3-month package, then you're already there. If it's more, then work that out based on 10 clients in a 3-month period. How much do you need to be charging to get yourself out of that job? All right. If it needs to be higher, no worries. Just put it up. Ask. You will find people. And, once you've got those client testimonials and, you have spent time to test your model, work with your clients to see the additional holes that you didn't even foresee that clients needed help with in your model, your signature method, then you will have more confidence in this essential pricing strategy. Now, the next one is, it is where it is called the freedom pricing. This is where you get to create the income you want for your life and for your business. At this point, you've worked with lots of clients, you've established your brand, you've got lots of testimonials, you're a great coach, and you're consistently getting sales and inquiries. So in short, you now get to choose what you want to charge, because you know what? You've totally earned the right to charge whatever you want. And by the way, when you're thinking about your freedom pricing, I want you to think long term. What are the things that I want to hire myself out of, right? What are the things that you don't like doing in your business? Now, for example, I hate reading emails and DMs, right? So, of course, I'm going to hire somebody to manage my DMs and my inboxes. The first person I actually hired myself out of was bookkeeping, because I know I had to do it for the tax and all the things. It was like less than $400 a month. And I'm like, I would prefer to pay somebody to make sure everything goes in the right places so I don't have to worry when tax time comes. Next was a VA. I needed somebody to check my DMs and do all the things. So at this point, you get to choose. This is your freedom that you are now creating. You're creating scalability, and you know your clients are getting value. You're exceeding their expectations, and your program has been packaged up and productized so you can raise your prices. You're no longer trading time for money. You're hiring yourself out of the jobs you do not want. And when you've got this option up and running, you can be premium. You are a premium price program. This means you set the price, and it can 100% be higher than industry standards. You choose your freedom price. But be careful, because you've got to be able to back it up with results. But the beauty of having this is now you're building yourself a scalable, lifestyle-friendly business. So here we go. You have these 3 different options, and we also went through strategy 1, penetration pricing, get into the market quickly, get testimonials, get results. Then number 2, get yourself out of your JOB. And then third and final is your freedom pricing, where you now are creating a scalable business that is lifestyle friendly. And then you're looking through which options of pricing. So option number 1 was charging hourly. Option number 2, retainer based. Option number 3, package and productize. Option number 4, value based. And number 5, pay for results. And as you can see, I got the numbers wrong, but that's called imperfect action. For those who are watching, if you're listening to me in your ear, you can't see the mistake, but I just told you there's one. So anyway. So there we go. How do you create the right type of high-end coaching package at the best rates? Is follow these simple strategies. Now that you are a coach, you're getting results, you've got a service, and you start to productize that service, you are going to create an amazing business. I know you can. I totally believe in you. You just have to do the doing. You see, your coaching doesn't just build your business. Your coaching program transforms lives. You are part of my 33 million. I want to transform the lives of 33 million. And that starts with the clients that pay me, but then ripple on out through the clients that they help. The more attractive your results are, the higher that somebody is going to pay for those results. So let me know by sending me a DM, commenting below, or just I'm going to head on over to the VIP room now. We're going to get some key takeaways from this morning's session. And if you've got any questions, please drop a Q in the chat. If you are out there on the live stream, make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. YouTube's our go-to place where we leave pretty much all our videos. Okay, we take our videos down in a lot of other places. So if you're not over on YouTube, I recommend that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our episodes that come out, whether it's for Mentoring with Sally or any other of the trainings that we run. So VIPs, turn your cameras on. Please do not be shy. Let's come on over. Hey, VIPs. So I am looking for your key takeaways from this morning's session. So I'm going to start with who's at the top of my screen, and that is Nahaku. Hey, Nahaku. What's your key takeaway from today?
That there's so many options to choose from, but you just got to choose one and then go for it.
Yes.
So love it.
Love it. Choose one thing and dial it in. That's what we're always preaching. Well, you're working with us, so you're productizing. So we're packaging and creating value around that. So you're good to go. And plus, you don't have to do any of the building. Yay. You got a team. Eva, what is your key takeaway?
So with the penetration pricing, it's that launch, that get out into the business, get people using your method and having those results be out there and using that as a process. We're all works in progress. So as we grow and evolve, so does the program, so that it can get bigger and better and help more people.
Yeah, you can tell you're starting to speak like me now, so we know you've been in the program for a while. I love it. I love it. Liz, what was your key takeaway?
I think it's just on the pricing. I think it's very, I don't know. I think you want to start low. You think, well, I want to get my start lower, get my feet in the water, because I'm going to make the program better and better every time. But, I think sometimes people look at the value of your program based on the price you put on it.
Yes. Yes. That's the story of the wine, right? Where there were 3 bottles of wine on the table and they surveyed people, and there was a low priced bottle of wine, there was a medium priced bottle of wine, and a really high priced bottle of wine. So they all get to taste the wine, and then they vote on which wine is the best. And the outcome? Majority said that the high-priced wine tastes better, but inside the bottles was exactly the same wine, because people sometimes will look at your price point and go, whoa, it must be better because the price point's higher. And that's especially once you've got those results. You've been working in your industry for a long time, so you don't have to go penetration pricing, because you have results, testimonials and all the things. But pricing, when you came into our program, you're like, wow, it costs a bit of money. It's an investment. But I know that it's worth way more. But the value we give is worth way more than what you're paying. So much more. But it's high enough that make people kind of think, oh, it must be good. There are other programs out there, and we cannot explain what our program is until you're actually in it, right? People have got no idea. Some people just see the number, but when you're in it, they're like, oh my God, like I am literally paying for an entire team, which most programs don't do. It's not a course that people buy into. So think about yours the same way, is that outcome that they get. How much are they struggling? And then what is that worth to them? Now, even if you take the money away, what is that worth to them in their life, in the time that they save, in the struggles or the fears that they have right now with the problem that they've got? If you know you can solve that problem, and people are really like, Liz, I'm waiting for your course to come out, right? I'll be buying it. Robin, what about you? Robin, what was your key takeaway today? She's looking for the button.
For me, I think it was Nahaku said there's the different options for pricing, and with each, there's different scope with each one of them. So it depends, what you're wanting to achieve. So if you're wanting to achieve something big, you've got to find a system that works to be able to achieve that.
Yeah. I know a coach. Sorry, keep going. Yep.
Yeah, that's basically it. But but you've got to have the right tools. You've got to have the right people around you. You've got to have the right framework to actually achieve what you're wanting to achieve.
Yeah, that's it. It's that framework and that repetition, right? A lot of coaches feel that they need to continuously be making new things. But if you can just pick one method, like we do the one thing and then we nurture in between, and then we do the one thing and we nurture in between, because when you do that, it allows you to become scalable. You're not constantly building. You can finally move to, measure and optimize and scale and grow. And I'm excited you're onto your second launch. Oh, we have a new subscriber. Woohoo! Yeah. Whoa. There we go. That's what happens when you subscribe to my channel. Woo! If you haven't done it yet, you should, because your name comes up on the screen and everything. Thank you very much for your subscription to our channel. That means that you're liking what we give you. Now I'm going to head to Suzette, another brand new sparkler in the house. What is a key takeaway for you?
So I jumped in a little bit late, but so I got the essential pricing and the freedom pricing, and I was actually really surprised when I ran the numbers really fast for the essential pricing, how low I could charge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting to me how low I could charge just to replace my current income. But I'm all about that freedom pricing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be talking more about that.
Yeah, I love that.
Jump into that.
Yes, the freedom, hiring yourself out of the things you don't want to do, and then just doing the stuff you love. That is, my goal for you all. We're in negotiations with a VA agency at the moment, so you don't even have to soon go outside of the Sparkle world to hire. We're in negotiations of hopefully keeping you in the Sparkle world to hire VAs that use our software and our method and things as well, so that it's even easier for you, so you don't have to train people. But yes, freedom is where it's at. That's why we have the Freedom Funnel Academy, because one funnel can do it all if you set it up right. Now I see Sarah and Jackie hiding in the background. Are you going to come in and share your key takeaways? Maybe. Sarah.
I will, but it's too hot to put on my camera
That's
today.
okay.
So, yeah, it's very hot here. I like the different pricing models, and I knew there were different options, but I had never had it presented to me in such a logical way. And it was nice to hear what they were and where you might use the different ones, at different parts of your business. So that was helpful, because I've been going around in circles with my pricing.
Yep.
And this was helpful. I'm not sure it helped me get where I need to be.
Well, you just got to ask and I will tell you what to do. That's what you pay me for, baby.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
I'm just going to take a seat going down. All right. And now Jackie probably can't talk. Jackie's been out and she's had sick kids, and she's got kids at that age, that 3-year-old age gap where they just keep coming home sick. And I remember when my daughter was around that age, I think for about 2 years straight, one of the three of us was sick every single week, to the point where even my husband's boss said, "Who's sick today?" It's that age where they're bringing it all home. So I think Jackie may have lost her voice, but also she did go out and hang out with some friends of ours that are very loud. So that probably didn't help, because I know when we all get together, we just get louder and louder and louder on top of each other. So she's hiding in the background, but she will be over in the VOZ and joining me in team meeting shortly. All right, guys. So we're still in time for you guys here in VIP. But for those that may have joined in and thought that they missed everything, what I want you to do is register for this guy or girl, right? Or they or them. Whatever you want to call. She doesn't mind, but she sparkles, okay? So register for Dr. Sparkle. She will make sure that you get a reminder when we go live, so you do not miss out on the live portion. You see, this is the time you get to ask questions. So if you're out there on the live and you have any questions for anything, please just drop a Q in the chat. Anything to do with funnels, marketing and sales when it comes to your business. Yes, Kimberly says packages are the way to go. Yes, great point. Get them in the door. Exactly. Kimberly, that's that penetration pricing. And if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of our live events, and those being, oh, where did you go? Hello. Any of the live events, you can subscribe to our channel, so to our calendar, to make sure that you're aware of any future events that come up as well. And you're welcome, Reba, with the accidental funnel. I love it. All right, so I'm going to come back to the VIPs and we can answer any questions that you may have. We've just had off week, which means I'm sure there are questions that you have for us. And for the VIPs out there who are watching on the live stream, we will be going dark at the top of the hour to do questions. So what questions have come up for you while we've been away? Please feel free to ask away, raise your hand and let me know if you have any questions. And I would like to know where you're at if you don't have questions. So whereabouts are you, Nahaku? Whereabouts are you in your submissions?
Great question. So, a lot of obstacles had come up over the last month. But the good news is that I was able to finally last week, I launched my membership program.
Yeah.
So, yay! It had people sign up. So I'm excited to
validated. Yeah.
So that's great. Going into negotiations with a corporate sponsorship, into looking for next year. So a lot of good discussions going on there. And then in October is going to be what I am working with in the Freedom Funnel Academy. And I still need to submit some of I'm in part 2.
Yep.
And so when I get that, I'll feel really happy to have a look at the wording and all of that with Megan. So that's where I'm really at. So I'm excited.
Yay. Yeah, P2 is all 3 of your major documents become systems and processes for you. As you grow and scale, they'll continue to grow as well. And I don't know if you've done this. Oh, actually, I think I did see a video that Sarah made for you. But go back through your mapping session. That really, really helps with P2. So that, because we cleaned a lot of things up in P2, right, through your mapping session. So just literally go back and watch that and rewrite it so that it's clear in that document.
Yeah, I needed to be reminded as I was trying to where is that? So thank you. I'll look for it, rewatch it, and then before I send it for a review.
Yeah, so love that. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you, Sarah, for doing a loom to share that as well. Now, what about you, Eva? Where are you at, love? I saw some of your goals coming in today or yesterday.
So, oh my gosh. Last week's mentoring session just lit a fire inside of me. And so I had a crazy productive week and did a lot of connecting with a lot of different nurses. Had some great inspiration as to things that I can do for lives to help bring people into the world. But yeah, P1 has been submitted. I'm just waiting for Megan to say, fix this, fix that. So
sparkle hands.
And, huge thing for me was I have been searching for an answer to a question for almost 4 years now. And the message mining connected me with somebody that answered the question and got me on the road. And so part of my service is going to be providing CEUs to nurses.
Yes, I love that. Hey, those message mining sessions that you guys do are so valuable. And so many people go into programs like, oh, I've got to do an ICA thing. And I'm like, we don't do the ICA thing, right? We do something totally different. And you can get clients or make connections or even sometimes find collaborations within the message mining. Right. So, and we still do message mining every year, a couple of times a year. We still do message mining years down the track because remember, we evolve, our clients evolve, our program evolves. So that's why we continuously do message mining at least 2 to 3 times a year. So I'm so pleased to hear that you found like the answer. Woohoo! All right, Suzette, brand new sparkler. Where are you going? How is your progress?
I think it's pretty good. I submitted the P1.
Yes.
And I'm waiting to hear back. And then I have started P2 because you said I could, so I did.
Yes. So this same as what I said to Nahaku, go back through your mapping. It really helps if you watch your mapping replay to pull P2 together fast. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah.
Look at you go, girl. Like already, right? How long? How many days? And you've already got P1 in. So you've done your messaging. You're killing it. And you've already got a really solid program. So sparkles to you. I'm in a sparkly mood today. Woo. Liz, let us know where you're at the moment with your submissions.
I am building.
Oh, you are. Yes. Oh, that is so exciting. So how is all of that going? How are you finding, the build out that you were handed over?
Oh, it's like, the instructions are great. I'm moving through. I got all my emails done. I'm finishing up landing pages and then I've got to watch the next video and see what I got to do next. So it was really, I found it really smooth.
Oh, I'm so glad. Lots of emails, lots of landing pages, but like when we build out your funnels for you, one fast track, one slow or multiple slow tracks and no dead ends. So these people are going to be nurtured and loved. And we do have John coming back this week to do more LinkedIn training. So I'm sure Robin is excited for that. Robin, how is your planning going? Because I know you're doing LinkedIn and also JVs. So how's that all coming together?
Yeah, it's coming together.
Yep.
Been in LinkedIn a fair bit over the last week.
Fabulous.
So it's just continuing to reach out to more people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through the documents that John provided for us.
Yeah.
I found them last night. His approach is a little bit different to what I've been used to in the past, so I'll be adapting to that. Just went to a networking meeting last Friday morning. And connecting with some local people. It's a referral networking business.
Nice.
So there's lots of opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. Here's a cool hot tip for you guys. When you are out networking, make a QR code in Canva and stick it on a business card. And you can hand them out. Also, just put your name and the QR code on it. Curiosity, make them click. What is behind the QR code? You can let them know, but you don't have to put on the card exactly what's behind the QR code. So that's like what we've been doing for another business that I have is we've been, putting the name and who that person is on the front and just a QR code on the back. You have a conversation, give them the card. They won't scan it right there and then, but when they leave the conference, they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember talking to that really cool person, and they'll go and scan the QR code. So a little bit of curiosity marketing.
Would that be to your sales page?
I like to send them into a funnel. So yeah, but I wouldn't send them straight to a sales page.
Page.
because yes, exactly. Send them to a landing page. So, we do have other landing pages or other ways like Mentoring with Sally, for example, right? So it used to be a landing page. Now we've got Rita and the bot. We do her now for our funnel. So, want to learn more, go to Mentoring with Sally. We still request their email address when they register for the bot. So you could do the same thing. So something you're already doing, register into a remind that you're going live every week. Now, I hope every single one of you, and this I really need to reinforce, I'm going to put it into the program, is that you need to choose one day a week, same time, and go live and teach for 15 minutes at the minimum. Eventually, you'll start getting an audience building up, and then you can do Q&A at the end. We can, 15 minutes, even if you go to half an hour, what it's going to allow you to do is create additional content. And guess what? I'm actually going to record this right now to go into the program. Now, you know that I love live, and live is a huge part of how you're going to build your reputation, your brand awareness, and how people are going to get to know, like, and trust you outside of when you do your live launch events. So as you're beginning this program, here is a big challenge for you. I want you to right now commit to one day, the same time, every single week to go live and teach on a topic. Something around what it is that you plan to do. Now, once we get clearer and you work through the program, you get your offer, your message together, and also you work out your live event, it will get easier because you'll be pulling little tiny pieces out of the larger program to actually teach portions of that just slightly different ways on your lives. But until then, what you're going to do is choose today, write it down, what day of the week, what time every week, and just block it out. Even if you're researching what to talk about 15 minutes before you go live, you will go live at the same day, same time every week. So that's your first live challenge. Second live challenge, brand new here inside of the Freedom Funnel Academy. We also have a 30-day challenge to get you warmed up to going live more regularly. So what I want you to do is head on into the Facebook group, and under guides, you will find a section called the 30-day Sparkle Live Challenge. And I want you to go live inside of our Facebook group every day for the next 30 days. Now, we're giving you a topic each day to go live. So we're prompting you. But not only that is we're actually going to teach you some skills around going live, how to share stories, how to put together your framework, how to be vulnerable, and how to have fun while you're going live. And plus, that allows us to get to know you better. So you don't have to worry about the content for the 30 days. We're going to give it to you. So head into the Facebook group. I'll make sure I put a button below for you, straight into guides, and start that 30-day challenge today. And if you are coming back through the program and you've been with us for a while, do it again. It's good practice. So there we go. So this lesson, you have now committed to two things. One, you have now chosen what day and what time of the week you are going to go live every single week. And two is you are going to do the 30-day live challenge inside the Facebook group. And that's also going to help you with structure around your weekly topics. As you work through that content, you'll learn lots of other tips and tricks along the way. All right, so I want you to now do your commitment statement in the Facebook group and just post in there or go live in there and tell us that you have now committed to what day and what time every week to go live and start your 30-day Sparkle Live Challenge. There, how's that? Look, I just recorded a lesson for the Freedom Funnel Academy. Look at me go. Yay! I'm going to give myself some sparkles. Awesome. All right. So what day and time? I'm going around the room. Hope you all wrote it down. So let's start with Eva. What day and time have you chosen?
Wednesdays at 1 p.m.
Excellent. And Liz, what day and time have you chosen?
I was thinking of Monday, and I'm thinking Mondays at noon or 1 o'clock.
Excellent.
My
Lock it
time.
in. Lock it into your Google Calendar, and it has to be there every single week. Robin, how about you?
I probably need to look at. I'm going to go for a 1 o'clock time slot because it's on the lunchtime slot. I'll just have to look at my calendar to work out which day would be the next one.
Yeah, excellent. Like I have to be up at 7 o'clock every Tuesday, so I'm ready to stream at 7:45. It is just like part of my day. My husband always knows, unless I've got a meeting beforehand, he always sets the alarm for about 6:45. He knows on a Tuesday or Monday in America, he knows exactly what happens this day unless we're in launch week or it's a public holiday. And in Australia, there's only really one public holiday on a Tuesday, which is Melbourne Cup Day. So other than that, like I'm here most weeks.
That's only in Victoria, Sally.
Well, aren't we lucky? We have so many public holidays here in Australia. I know a lot of my friends in America are like, I can't believe how many public holidays you Aussies have. Nahaku, what's your time?
I'm gonna go Thursdays at noon.
Thursdays at noon. And Suzette?
I am Mondays at 8 p.m.
Excellent. Sarah?
Tuesdays at 2 p.m.
Excellent. Did I do Liz? I think I did Liz. Not sure. You did. Yes, thank you. I was just letting Joyce in. Our beautiful Joyce is awake. Yay! Joyce and I will be doing some funnel building for Victoria today, which I'm excited about. And I'll probably get stuck into Sarah's as well. So bring those funnels on, baby. We love them. We love them. All right, so we're about to head off and do our goal setting. For those out there, every single week, we put a post up inside of our Facebook group and we get you guys to set your goals. Now, for those that are out there on the live stream, here's a hot tip. This is what we do. Hey, we don't need the music. Okay, so we set our weekly goals, our 3 to 5 most important, non-negotiable goals. And with these goals, we want to try and do as many of them as possible, okay? They absolutely must happen. So we write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no more than 5, right? You have to do a sales, you have to do a marketing, and you have to do a mindset goal. Okay, education, 10% can be education, but in our program, a lot of the education kind of falls into the sales or marketing components as well. And innovation is creating something new, like writing an ebook that you haven't done, and if you're in our program, no more innovation. You're doing it with the stuff that you're doing with us. So also you need to set a benchmark. Right? Now that benchmark has to be measurable. How do I know I achieved the goal? I want to book 5 sales calls. So therefore I need to speak to 12 people, to book 5, to close 2. Right? Now maybe you don't hit all of those goals, but at least it's a benchmark. I'm that sort of person who likes to set my goal higher and kind of make it a stretch goal. So there's 2 types of goals. There's a I know I can do that goal, right? Yeah, I can get it. Or there's a stretch goal. The thing that I find is if I put that goal down like I know I can do it, I hit it and I don't try as hard as if I had gone for the stretch goal. I work harder. And this is why a lot of us like have coaches, right? They push us. They make us stretch higher. Like if a coach asked you to jump, you'd jump. A coach said, jump, and you would jump. And coach would say, jump, and you're like jumping. And the coach says, no, you can do more. And you're like trying to reach for the stars. So I want you to think a little bit above. If you can do that, push yourself a little bit out of your uncomfort zone. Now, you can submit your goals inside of the Freedom Funnel Formula Facebook group. Okay, you can go and submit it in there so we can track you. But inside our community, all our clients submit it and we follow up on Friday. So not only are you putting them down, but we're following up on Friday. So we're about to head off and go dark and actually set our goals and make sure that we hold each other accountable to those goals. But for now, never let anyone dull your sparkle. Thank you so much for joining me on Mentoring with Sally, our weekly live. And I will see you next week. Make sure you get at least one income-producing activity done each and every day. Bye now.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares